Hello everyone, my name is Ryan and welcome to my stream. Today I will be talking about introduction to services and dependency injection in Angular. Service is a broad category encompassing any value, function, or feature that an application needs. A service is typically a class with a narrow, well-defined purpose. It should do something specific and do it well. Angular distinguishes component component from services to increase modularity and reusability. Ideally, a component job is to enable only the user experience. A component should present properties and methods for data binding to mediate between view and the application logic. The view is what the template renders, and the application logic is what includes the notion of a model. A component should use services for tasks that don't involve view or application logic. Services are good for tasks such as fetching data from server, validating user input, or logging directly to a console. By defining such processes tasks in an injectable service class, you make those tasks available for component. You also make your application more adaptable by injecting different providers of the same kind of services appropriate in different circumstances. Angular does not enforce this principle. Instead, Angular helps you follow these principles by making it easy to factor your application logic into service, and Angular dependency injection makes those services available to components. Service examples. Here are examples of services class that logs to a browser console. Logger, console log, console. Service can depend on other services. For example, hero service that depends on logger service and also uses backend service to get heroes. That service is turned in turn might depend on HTTP client service to fetch heroes asynchronously from a server. Here is an example. Dependency injection. You have component service coming in from out. Constructor service. Dependency injection is the part of Angular framework that provides components with access to services and other resources. Angular provides the ability to you to inject a service into a component to give that component access to the service. Add the injectable decorator to a service class so that the Angular can inject a component as a dependency. The optional argument tells Angular where to register the class by default. Something injectable must be registered with the injectors before it can be created. When Angular creates a new instance of component class, it determines whether service or other dependencies of the component. You have injector service A, hero service, C service D, component hero service, constructor header service. Providing services, you must register at least one provider of a service you are going to use. The provider can be a part of the service's own metadata. Making the services available everywhere, you can register a provider with specific components.